Hey guys, Gustavo here, and I'm here to show you guys my cool Sans OC. So let's get into it because I worked really hard on him, and he's from under Outer Swapverse Dimension Travel Tale, and I think that you guys should please be kind in the comments because he really took me a long time to make uh, and come up with the storyline. But I won't get into the storyline in this video because I want to keep things not taking too long. So I'll show you my cool Sans OC and I'll tell you about him. So first off that you might notice is he has a evil eye, if you see it. He has an evil eye, but this isn't actually an evil eye, it's a judgment eye. And when he sees you with his judgment eye and he judges you, and it shows him everything about you, and pretty much when he sees everything about you, he can see your future and your past and your present. So pretty much he knows everything about you and anything that you're going to do and have done, and you can't do anything about it. So he gains omnipotence. Uh Omnipotence in terms of knowing, not like super strong. Uh in terms of attack, he has a gun. It's in his pocket right here. So when he reaches into his pocket, he can pull out a gun and shoot you, and it can't miss. And it applies bleed. It applies organ damage, which will kill you at the end of the fight unless you heal it with a medical degree. But seeing as in Under Outer Hyperverse Tale, in or in any of the other dimensions that you can see him in, including his own, there you're just a kid, so you don't have surgical knowledge, or how to know how to beat organ failure. Okay. Another thing that you need to know is if you attack him, he will dodge. He will dodge out of the way, and when he dodges, you can't breathe for 5 seconds because he takes all of the oxygen in the room for 5 seconds and then puts it back. You might notice if you have an eagle eye that he has underfell sans pants. That's because he can travel dimensions with his other eye. His left eye is judgment, and his right eye is portal travel to other dimensions. Oh, that kind of looks like glasses. So pretty much when he travels dimensions, he went to Underfell, and then when he went to Underfell, he pantsed Sans. From Underfell, he pants Underfell Sans and took his pants to show how strong he was. And Underfell Sans couldn't do anything against it because he is just weak compared to my Sans OC. He also has a cape with armor padding on it. This is because the papyrus of his universe died, and he wore this cape. So my Undertale Sans OC, he wears it. He wears the cape as like a symbol of his brother, and another thing about him is he can fly because he's actually a vampire. But he's also a skeleton though, as you can see. But you see he has human skin on everything except for his skull. So he is part human, which means he can be a vampire. And the funny thing about that is when he went to JoJo's Tale, he saw the Jotaro version of Sans in JoJo's Tale, and since Jotaro hates vampires, he went to kill him. But then it was really, really scary for the entire world because my Sans Undertale OC released one single kilogram of his strength, and one modicum of his knowledge, and it destroyed the entire universe, and that's why JoJo Tale doesn't exist anymore in canon. But there was one Undertale OC strong enough to fight my Undertale OC, and it's also made by me. And we'll get on to that now. This is my other Undertale OC. He's called Sans Akuma, and this one is called This one is called Power Sans. This one is called Omnipotent Power Sans. And okay, so back to Sans Akuma. He's from Dangan Tale, and his backstory I'm not gonna get into, but he's from Dangan Tale, and he has two personalities. He has Sans from Undertale personality, and then he has Evil Sans from Evil Tale personality. Except they're both not from Undertale or Evil Tale. They're from Dangan Tale. Anyway, and he swaps through his personalities, of being Sans, Evil Sans, and normal Sans, and he what he does is he's actually the CEO of Snowden, and he makes all of the Snowden monsters participate in a killing game, and he makes them kill each other. If you've seen Danganronpa, you know what I'm talking about. It's actually a little bit inspired from Danganronpa, but not too much. But anyway, Sans Akuma is a robot that's controlled by Despair Undyne, and Despair Undyne is still Undyne, so she's really good at fighting. And when Omnipotent Power Sans went into Dangan Tale to steal energy from Dangan Tale, because he really likes stealing energy from alternate Undertale AUs. He doesn't need to do that, he just likes to do it. But when he went to steal energy, Despair Undyne and Despair Undyne and Sans Akuma fought Omnipotent Power Sans, and they almost won, but they killed Omnipotent Power Sans, which is something that you shouldn't do, because if you kill Omnipotent Power Sans, he transforms into another Omnipotent Power Sans. And when they transformed into another Omnipotent Power Sans, they shot a massive attack, and it destroyed Sans Akuma and Despair Undyne forever, and it just completely demolished them from reality. But that's a bit of a spoiler, guys. So just forget that I ever said that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Gustavo out.